Science has driven humanity forward, curing diseases, connecting continents, and exploring the universe. But what happens when curiosity pushes too far? What happens when the quest for knowledge intersects with the potential for unimaginable destruction? Today, we explore 5 experiments that some feared could have ended the world as we know it. Buckle up. This is FactFlix with Frankie. Buried deep within the icy tundra of Russia lies the Kola Super Deep Borehole, a testament to humanity's relentless desire to delve into the unknown. Starting in 1970, Soviet scientists embarked on this audacious endeavor. By 1989, the borehole had reached over 7.5 miles, but with each meter, unease grew. Could we be sure what lurked beneath? Critics feared seismic disturbances and toxic gases. Thankfully, no global apocalypse ensued. The project was abandoned in 1989, the depths too hot to continue. Today, it stands as a reminder of our ambition and limitations. The desolate plains of New Mexico, July 16, 1945. It was the day of the Trinity test, the day humanity detonated its first atomic bomb. Picture this, the desolate landscape stretching out under a sky heavy with anticipation. A group of scientists huddled in bunkers miles away, their faces illuminated by the glow of instruments, their hearts pounding with a mixture of excitement and dread. They were on the verge of unleashing a power unlike anything the world had ever seen. Codenamed Trinity, this wasn't just a test, it was a gamble with fate itself. As the countdown ticked down, a terrifying thought crept into the minds of some scientists. What if the detonation ignited the atmosphere? The theory was chilling in its simplicity. The intense heat from the blast could trigger a runaway chain reaction, setting the nitrogen in the atmosphere ablaze. Imagine it, the sky itself igniting, a fiery inferno engulfing the planet. Thankfully, the calculations proved wrong. The detonation, as we all know, did not set the atmosphere ablaze. The world breathed a collective sigh of relief, albeit a sigh tinged with the chilling realization of the destructive power we now possessed. The Trinity test was a success, in a way, but it came at a cost, a stark reminder of the fine line we tread between progress and self-destruction. The mushroom cloud that rose from the desert sands that day cast a long shadow, a shadow that stretched across the decades, a constant reminder of the awesome and terrifying power we had unlocked. But the question lingers. How many more times can we tempt fate before our luck runs out? Chapter 3. The Large Hadron Collider, a dance with black holes. Deep beneath the tranquil countryside, straddling the border of France and Switzerland, lies the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC for short. But this is no ordinary science project. It's a machine of unimaginable power, a 27-kilometer ring of superconducting magnets and cutting-edge technology. Inside this subterranean behemoth, scientists are recreating the Big Bang, albeit on a much smaller scale. They are smashing particles together at near-light speed, generating temperatures and pressures that defy comprehension. But such audacious undertakings rarely come without risks. When the LHC was first fired up in 2008, a wave of anxiety rippled across the globe. The media latched onto a terrifying possibility, the creation of a microscopic black hole. Could we, in our quest to unlock the universe's secrets, accidentally unleash an unstoppable force of nature? Some theoretical physicists proposed that the high-energy collisions within the LHC could create a microscopic black hole. And what would happen if such a black hole were to form? The fear was that it wouldn't remain microscopic for long. Despite these concerns, the scientists at CERN assured the world that the experiments were safe. They argued that the risks, while not non-existent, were incredibly small, and that the potential benefits to science far outweighed the potential dangers. And so, the LHC roared to life, and we are still here to tell the tale. But the question lingers. How much risk is too much? How far are we willing to push the boundaries of science before the consequences become too dire to bear? Chapter 4. Starfish Prime, a nuclear detonation in the heavens. The year is 1962. The Cold War grips the world in a tense standoff, a nuclear-powered chess match between superpowers. Against this backdrop, the United States embarked on a series of high-altitude nuclear tests. This is the story of Starfish Prime, an experiment so audacious, so fraught with risk, that its echoes still resonate in the very fabric of our planet's magnetosphere. On July 9, 1962, the United States detonated a 1.4 megaton nuclear bomb high above the Pacific Ocean, some 250 miles above the Earth's surface. The goal? To study the effects of nuclear explosions in space, particularly the impact on radio communications and radar systems. The explosion itself was awe-inspiring, a terrifying display of raw power. It created artificial auroras visible as far away as Hawaii. But the true consequences of Starfish Prime were far more insidious. The detonation unleashed an electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, of unprecedented strength. This EMP wreaked havoc on electronic systems across the globe. Streetlights went dark in Hawaii, thousands of miles from ground zero. Radios went silent. Satellites were knocked out of commission. Some scientists feared that the EMP from Starfish Prime could have far more dire consequences than just fried electronics. Starfish Prime serves as a stark reminder of the hubris of humanity, our tendency to tinker with forces we barely comprehend. Chapter 5. SETI, Calling Out into the Void. For centuries, we have gazed up at the stars, wondering, are we alone? It's a question that drives us to explore, to search for meaning in the grand tapestry of the universe. And in our quest to answer this age-old question, we have embarked on a bold and perhaps perilous endeavor, searching for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI. Imagine, if you will, giant radio telescopes, their dishes pointed towards the heavens, listening for the faintest whisper of a signal from a distant civilization. Imagine powerful transmitters, beaming messages out into the void, hoping to catch the ear of an alien civilization. For decades, scientists have been scanning the cosmos, searching for patterns in the cosmic static, for any indication that we are not alone. But what if our search for companionship, our yearning to connect with another intelligent species, ultimately leads to our downfall? The late physicist Stephen Hawking issued a stark warning about the potential dangers of SETI. He argued that broadcasting our presence to advanced civilizations might be a fatal mistake. Imagine a scenario in which our SETI signals are intercepted by an alien civilization far more advanced than our own. Imagine a civilization driven by an insatiable hunger for resources, a civilization that sees Earth as nothing more than a ripe fruit, ready for the picking. Are we willing to gamble the fate of humanity on the hope that any alien civilization we encounter will be benevolent? The debate rages on, a philosophical and ethical dilemma with the highest possible stakes. Science, at its core, is about pushing boundaries, about exploring the unknown and challenging the limits of human understanding. But with great knowledge comes great risk. These experiments, while awe-inspiring in their ambition and ingenuity, serve as stark reminders of the fine line we tread between progress and peril. They force us to confront uncomfortable questions about the limits of our knowledge, the potential consequences of our actions, and the very nature of our place in the universe. What do you think? Are these experiments examples of reckless ambition, a step too far in our quest to unravel the universe's mysteries? Or are they necessary steps in humanity's journey of understanding, risks worth taking in the pursuit of knowledge? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the mysteries of science and history. This is Fact Flicks with Frankie. Stay curious.